No, I think that the budget responded to identifiable needs. Part of the budget, and it's there in the way in which the speech was constructed, it's certainly there in the budget review as well, is a very clear signal from Minister Godongwana that he doesn't feel the pressure of an ANC elective conference. In fact, at a dinner he said as much. He said, I'm not going to take decisions on a transactional basis because there's an ANC conference coming. We have to do what is right for the country, and it's in that context that he raised the issue of ensuring adequacy of electricity supply rather than a narrow focus on Eskom. And I think that that's very sobering, because it's that kind of honesty and candor that we need to be able to look at the facts and allow the evidence to guide the decisions that we're taking. And it's that I find greatly encouraging from the budget speech. And if you focus, it's like legacy in life. Individuals who are too focused on their legacy tend to make the greatest mistakes. People who are focused on doing what they know to be right tend to be a heck of a lot more successful at this, and this is certainly one of the lenses through which I read the budget speech and the documentation that was presented to Parliament 2 days ago. There are going to be a range of increasing opportunities to draw young people closer to what is needed. The great opportunities in coding, for instance, is one such. The move to the digitalization of Home Affairs records would be another, and it was one of the announcements made in the budget speech, and it's reflected adequately in the budget documentation. A few thousand young people employed in that process of digitalization, because what I've been told is that there are a number of floors in the basement of Home Affairs where there are still paper records. Now, you can't destroy it. It's not even just like issues that you archive for a period of 5 years. Unless these records are digitalized, none of us as South Africans actually understand our own origins, and so it's a fundamentally important task. And I think it's through those kinds of issues and dealing with the education system differently. I think that too much of what happens in the classroom is still old school, and unless there will be a different investment in the skilling of teachers, and this is something that can be done by both the public and the private sector, and hopefully the big teacher unions come along because they understand they have a social responsibility. They don't only have a responsibility as the representative of the economic interests of the members. They have an important social and developmental responsibility, and that means the upgrading of the skills of teachers so that learners are better equipped for a new world, a digital world, a world that is a lot more quantitative than the world that apartheid education provided for, which was the black child as the ewer of wood and the drawer of water. I mean, the notion that Verwoerd, who said in 1953 that we shouldn't teach the black child mathematics and science because they won't have use for it later, is still very dominant in education today. And I think everybody who's involved in this process must self-examine and understand that they are fulfilling a dream that apartheid could not have realized.